You arrive on time, you meet your deadlines, you help your colleagues, you take on extra work, you rarely complain. Yet when promotion opportunities come around, someone else gets picked, and you're left wondering, what else am I supposed to do? Here's something many professionals discover far too late. Being good at your current job doesn't automatically prove you're ready for the next one. Hard work matters, but hard work that nobody can see, connect to results, or associate with leadership potential can easily go unnoticed. So in this video, I'm going to show you 7 things you can start doing differently if you want to move forward in your career. And number 6 is particularly important if you've been waiting for your manager to recognize your potential. One of the biggest career mistakes hardworking professionals make is believing, if I keep doing excellent work, eventually somebody will notice. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Your manager may be responsible for several people, projects, deadlines, and priorities. They aren't necessarily keeping a mental record of everything you've accomplished. That's why professional visibility matters. And visibility doesn't mean bragging. It means communicating your contribution. Instead of simply saying, "The project is finished," explain the outcome. We completed the project ahead of schedule, resolved the outstanding issues, and reduced the amount of manual work required by the team. That's different. You're connecting your work to value. Start keeping a simple record of your achievements. Projects completed, problems solved, positive feedback, time saved, processes improved, money saved or generated. Additional responsibilities you've taken on. When appraisal time comes, you won't have to struggle to remember what you've accomplished. You'll have evidence. Here's another mistake. People often become extremely good at their current job while never developing the skills required for the position above them. Imagine you're excellent at completing tasks, but the next position requires you to lead meetings, influence stakeholders, make decisions, coach colleagues, manage conflict, think strategically, communicate with senior leaders. If you only demonstrate that you're brilliant at completing your existing tasks, management may think, she's excellent where she is. Not, she's ready for the next level. Look at the role you want, study the job description, look at people already operating at that level. Ask yourself, what are they doing that I'm not doing yet? Then start developing those behaviors before the promotion becomes available. Don't wait for the title before you start demonstrating the capability. Every workplace has problems, broken processes, unnecessary meetings, poor communication, customer complaints, duplicated work, delays, confusion. Most employees can identify what's wrong. The people who become particularly valuable are often the ones who can say, "Here's what I think we could do about it." That doesn't mean taking responsibility for everything, and it certainly doesn't mean working yourself into exhaustion. It means developing a problem-solving mindset. When you raise an issue, try bringing a possible solution with it, instead of, "This process doesn't work." Try, "I've noticed this process is causing delays. I've looked at where the bottleneck occurs, and I think there are 2 ways we could simplify it." Now you're demonstrating something different. Initiative, critical thinking, ownership. Those are qualities organizations often look for when deciding who is ready for greater responsibility. Career progression isn't purely about completing tasks. People need to know what you're capable of. Build genuine professional relationships across your organization. Speak to colleagues outside your immediate team. Learn what other departments do. Participate constructively in meetings. Offer useful ideas. Help people when appropriate. Ask intelligent questions. And when senior colleagues speak, listen to understand the problems they're trying to solve. This isn't about office politics or pretending to like people because they have impressive job titles. It's about understanding that organizations operate through relationships. Your reputation should travel into rooms before you enter them. You want people to be able to say, "She's reliable. She understands the bigger picture. She's good with stakeholders. She gets things done." That's professional credibility. Career progression isn't purely about completing tasks. People need to know what you're capable of. Build genuine professional relationships across your organization. Speak to colleagues outside your immediate team. Learn what other departments do. Participate constructively in meetings. Offer useful ideas. Help people when appropriate. Ask intelligent questions. And when senior colleagues speak, listen to understand the problems they're trying to solve. This isn't about office politics or pretending to like people because they have impressive job titles. It's about understanding that organizations operate through relationships. Your reputation should travel into rooms before you enter them. You want people to be able to say, "She's reliable. She understands the bigger picture. She's good with stakeholders. She gets things done." That's professional credibility. This is where many talented professionals lose years. They wait. They assume their manager knows they want progression. But have you actually said it? Have a career conversation. You could say, "I'd like to progress into a more senior role. I'd really value your feedback on what I need to demonstrate over the next 6 months to be considered ready." Notice what you're doing. You're not demanding a promotion. You're asking for a roadmap. Now ask for specifics. What skills are missing? What experience do you need? What results would demonstrate readiness? What opportunities could give you that experience? Then document the conversation. Because keep doing what you're doing isn't a career development plan. You need something measurable. And finally, we need to talk about something uncomfortable. Sometimes you can do everything correctly and still not progress. Perhaps there are limited opportunities. Perhaps the organization is restructuring. Perhaps there's nowhere for your role to progress. Or perhaps you've simply outgrown the environment. That doesn't mean you should resign tomorrow. It means you should periodically ask yourself, am I still developing here? Am I gaining valuable experience? Is there a realistic progression path? Am I being fairly recognized for my contribution? Your career belongs to you. A company can provide opportunities. A manager can support you. A mentor can advise you. But ultimately, you have to take ownership of where you're. So remember, hard work still matters. But combine hard work with visibility, strategic skills, problem solving, relationships, communication, clear career conversations, and ownership of your direction. That's when hard work becomes much more powerful. And here's something I'd like you to think about. Which of these 7 areas have you been neglecting? Tell me in the comments. If you're serious about growing your career, becoming more confident at work, and creating better opportunities for yourself, subscribe to Keeping It Real with Titilola, because here we talk about practical career strategies that can help you grow, lead, and make an impact. I'll see you in the next video.